Hey everyone, this is VSpot Josh from vSpotVapes.com, and for the last few weeks been running the MVP 3.0 through its paces, and yes, this is pink. I've been using the an authentic K-Fun 4, which is kind of like an unusual RTA to run on this, but this thing is perfectly capable of running a wide range of different types of setups depending upon what tanks you want to get, and why this thing might actually be a consideration option when you're looking at a new mod. This is the 3.0. It's by Innokin. It's the iTaste MVP 3.0. The little brother, which is the 2.0, has been out for quite a long time, and of course the original MVP as well. And the original MVP is actually the first real mod I ever stepped up to, from the Vision, the Ego, the EVOD, and I eventually went up to a Cool Fire by Innokin, and then went to this. And this kind of was the gateway for me a few years back into really vaping and kind of getting bigger mods and stuff like that. So I'll put that off to the side, but this is kind of the new iteration of that, which is the 3.0. This has an amazing operating range. And I say amazing because it's very dynamic. You don't need any external batteries for it. You can just charge it. You can use it while it's charging. You can charge external devices via its USB capability. So you can actually charge it as a built-in charger. This is replaceable, so if you're worried about that breaking, it can be replaced. And then you can also charge other devices that are USB powered from this, almost like a power bank. So that could be really useful if you're out somewhere for the day and you have your vape with you, your phone's dying or something like that. You can plug your device in here and charge it up. The operating range on this is, I believe, 3 to 9 volts and 6 to 30 watts. It will fire down as low as 0.4 ohms and up to 2.5 ohms. So you've got a very dynamic range of clearizers and RBAs that you can use. Out here in front of me, I've got a Nautilus, I've got an Aspire Atlantis, a Subtank Mini, a Subtank Nano, an Aerotank V2, I believe. This is the V2. Yes, it is. So, these are some tanks that I've, oftentimes kind of go through. Right now I'm running the K-Fun 4 for another review coming up, but I've been running it on this just because, I know it could supply the power. We're going to talk about some of the features that this provides. It's actually quite advanced, and I forget what it's called exactly. It's the vRMS, which basically manages the exact wattage that you have going out. And you can increase this in 0.1 watt increments, and I believe 0.5 volt increments. So you can use voltage or wattage depending upon how you like to increase or decrease your power. And it going down to 0.4 is not, it's gonna run your Atlantis. It's gonna run your Subtank Mini, your Subtank Nano. Will it run the Heracles or the Arctic? No, but it will run pretty much any other clearizer you put on it. We'll go in for a close-up, but it does have an adjustable, like spring-loaded 510 pin connection. We'll test that out on the close-up. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Atlantis on here, and we're gonna run this up we're just gonna run it up straight up to 30 watts. So let's see. All right, so we're at 30 watts. And this is running the OCC coils. It's reading it at 0.7 ohm. No problems. No problems at all. Sorry, as I blow that right into the lens camera. I seem to do that on the regular, so I do apologize for that. It's kind of a habit of mine. Here is the Atlantis with the OCC coil. This is a 0.5 ohm coil. This is the Subtank Mini, Subtank Nano. Too many names to keep up with these days. No problem. No problems running these things. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the camera in for a close-up. We'll go over some of the features, what comes in the package, what you get, and pan back out, maybe try another tank or two, you know, just talk about the MVP 3.0. All right, so here we have the packaging for the iTaste MVP 3.0 by Innokin. It's your standard blister pack that you're probably accustomed to seeing if you've ever handled other iTaste products before. So once you take the cellophane off of the packaging, you're just gonna slide this box off, throw that to the side, and you get your kind of standard acrylic, you know, clear box. Inside you're gonna have, of course, the iTaste MVP 3.0 mod battery, the Ego thread adapter for your 510 connection, as well as the USB charging cable, which we'll get to in just a sec. For those that are not sure, so I dropped this on the table, what the 510 Ego thread adapter does, if you use EVOD tanks or Ego tanks and stuff like that, those won't screw in here, so you just basically will thread in this 510 connector adapter, put it on, and then you can thread on your Ego threaded devices, which will go on top. So that comes with your kit here. The USB charger cable will plug into the front portion on the front of this. And it's nice because it has pass-through built in, so as you're charging it, and it can sit flat on your table or your desk and charge, you can also vape on it. Really neat feature. Talking about charging, you're gonna have an LED indicator on here. I'm gonna go ahead and dim the light, so hopefully you can maybe see that green light. I don't know if it'll actually come on. Maybe you can pick it up there. Yeah, you can see it there, it's green. When you're charging it, the light will be completely off when it's fully charged. When you're firing, it will be green to let you know you still got a good charge. Yellow will tell you that it's halfway, you know, it's halfway point. And then red, of course, will tell you that, hey, it's time to put it back on the charger. Going to the bottom of the mod here, you have your USB plug-in that you can plug in and plug into your phone. You also have a micro USB adapter built in. And if this ever were to break, this piece itself is replaceable. So you can replace that. So you've got some charging options here for charging external devices, whether it be your phone, your iPad, or whatever you've got going on. So let's go to the interface here. It's pretty simple. 3 clicks on, 3 clicks off. So we'll turn it off and it'll say 3 clicks 3 times on, right? And then as it shuts off, boots back up and get the logo. We're in wattage mode right now. So if you want to change from wattage mode to voltage mode, what you're going to do is you're going to press your minus button, hold it down, and then press your power button. And that's going to put you into voltage mode. And as you see, if I'm pressing the up button, it will move in 0.1 volt increments. To go back to wattage mode, we're going to press and hold the plus sign and the power button again, and then it will switch you over to wattage mode. We'll move in 0.5 wattage, or 0.5 watt options here. And if you press and hold the button down, it will accelerate. It'll go to the max of 30 and then it'll loop through. It'll do the same thing in your voltage mode. Of course, in the upper corner here, it's going to tell you your resistance. So, you know, of course I don't have an atomizer on there right now, so it's just flashing, telling me, hey, you know, put an atomizer on me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, it goes from 3 to 9 volts, like I said, in the 1.1 volt increments. It goes from 6 to 30 watt increments, or 6 to 30 watts with 0.5 watt increment changes. We've gone over the LED. It also has a short circuit atomizer protection built in, which is great. So if for some reason you put an atomizer in that has a short, it's not going to damage your battery. Of course, it's not going to work, but it'll just tell you, flash the symbol there for you know, the atomizer symbol telling you, you know, hey, we've got a problem here. And it will also remember the voltage or your wattage setting. So if you turn it off and turn it back on again, it doesn't reset. So that's a really neat feature. Of course, we talked about the 510 adjustable. Well, it's not really adjustable. It's just a floating pen positive connection there. So as far as the battery itself, I think I mentioned it's a 3800, which is pretty impressive milliamp hour battery with a 10 amp output current. So you're gonna be able to drive pretty much anything you want. And with this vRMS feature, what it does is it provides the accuracy and whatever voltage or wattage you've put it on to maintain exactly that. It'll maintain that precise, exact, accurate power that you have it set on to maximize your vaping experience. Whereas, some of these other regulated mods where you put a battery in, or if the battery starts getting low, it'll have some voltage drop. That's what it's referred to when you're firing. The technology, this VMS or vRMS technology, is a new thing that Innokin's been doing in this product that kind of eliminates that from happening. So what we're going to do is we will pan back out and we'll put a couple more atomizers on here and we'll give it some vapes. I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to. And of course, if you have any additional questions, feel free to post it in the comment section, and I will try to get to them as best as I can. But yeah, that's pretty much a little overview of what you get, how the menu system works, the ranges. And so let's go ahead and get a little bit more vape action on this. Well, I was gonna say bad boy, but it's pink, so maybe it's a girl, this bad girl. I don't know, maybe it's an it, I'm not sure. All right, so we're back out to normal mode with this iTaste 3.0. Have a little swig of some Scottish ale. So we'll go ahead and put the Subtank Nano on. That's a pretty popular device. A lot of people are really digging the Subtanks. I like the Subtank. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up to, I normally run the Subtank Nano at around 25 watts. We'll go up to 26. I already ran it up to 30, but we'll put it at 26. Yeah, it's producing. It's producing just like any other mod that I'd be used to using. Is it a little bit, big, a little bit bulky? It is, so that's probably something that you want to take into consideration. You can see the size of this tank sitting on here, but it's a 3800 milliamp hour battery. It's gonna last for years. I'm just kidding. It's gonna last probably for days. With running this K-Fun 4 on here, this is a 1.2 ohm build that I have on this RTA. I run it like 15 to 17 watts. I mean, it seems like it takes forever, days and days to drain this battery down. So you're gonna get a lot of life out of this thing, and it's a great companion if you're kind of working at a desk all day. You can keep it charged in. Maybe if you're into backpacking, you're going out and venturing outdoors or doing some day hiking, this would be a great vape to bring with you, because it's it's gonna last you. You're not gonna worry about, oh, my battery is gonna go low, I gotta carry an extra mod or carry extra batteries. Like, just carry this. It's all you really need. It's going to be able to run pretty much anything you put on here, minus the super sub-ohm tanks like the Heracles and the Arctic. Obviously, those require more power and a lower resistance capabilities to run, but anything that's 0.4 to 2.5, I mean, that gives you a really wide range. So if you're looking to buy a new mod that's pretty much going to run anything in the normal mode, in the normal category. Obviously, if you're running something like this Arctic here, which is a total juice killer, you're not going to be able to run that on here. So if that's something you're looking for, you might want to look at something that has a lower resistance capability. But this thing will also drain your battery and your juice. So any of your run-of-the-mill clearamizers, your Kangertech sub tanks, your Aero tanks, your Nautiluses, the Atlantis, these are all going to perform really, really well for you. Not going to have any issues. And it's just going to be an overall great mod to add to your arsenal. So hopefully you found this information valuable, and if not, please, like I said, feel free to ask any questions, post any comments. I'll try to get to them as best I can, and get to those. But you know, it is a pretty fantastic value for what you get, the money that you pay for these. You know, they are really going to perform well. I still have my original MVP. I think I gave it to somebody, and of course I've got a 2.0 version kicking around, and they just last forever. The batteries just seem to last and last and last a long time. It's a lithium-ion LiPo pack in here, so you know, you can charge them. They're usually going to perform quite well. So that's pretty much it. Hope you found this useful. If you're watching this on YouTube, appreciate a like, thumbs up, subscribe. If you didn't like it, you know, that's cool too. Feel free to post any comments. As always, you can check us out at vspotvapes.com and follow us on all of the social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. It's just at vspotvapes on all those networks, and you can follow me individually, which is just vspotjosh on both Instagram and Twitter. So yeah. Hopefully there's some good input there, and making your decision a little easier on whether or not this is a device you want to get. And as always, you know, vape on. And the pink is growing on me, I gotta say. You know, I didn't never think I would have a pink mod, but you know, Joel likes to give me these products to demo for a few weeks before we do any kind of reviews, and I think that I think he likes playing these games on me. You know, yeah, well, let Josh do a review of the pink MVP. That's cool. I embrace the pink. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. I've been driving around town with this thing. It doesn't bother me one bit. All right, thanks for watching.